don't you go ahead and talk to the camera with this, and then I'll kind of just.
I just have to send out to everyone.
Fix your shirt too.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So if you can see my screen and also hear me, can you just type a 1 in the chat box real quick? Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm live on YouTube right now, so if you can join me, come hang out. Hey guys, so just to confirm that you can hear me and also see my screen, excuse that, I was just updating Instagram real quick. Can you type a 1 in the chat box real quick so I just can confirm that you guys can hear me and also see me and I'm not talking to myself right now. If nothing comes through the chat box, I am just going to assume that no one can hear me right now and I'm talking to myself. So yeah, if you can hear me, please type something in the chat box so I know that I'm not here alone. Everything should be working properly, so I'm really hoping you guys can hear me right now. Alright, I am going to have to check myself. So this is my first live stream, clearly, and so far you can see that we're dealing with some technical difficulties. So give me 1 second, and if you can't hear me, then just hang tight. So far you can see that we're dealing with some technical difficulties. So give me 1 second, and if you can't hear me, then just hang tight. Can you go over there, because I don't want it to echo, make sure I can hear it. So everything seems to be working fine. Can you guys please type something in the chat box though, so I know that you're real humans? I want to know that I'm talking to real people. So I can't start this thing until I know that I'm actually talking to a human being. So can I get a response? Alright, that's okay. Alright guys, so I'm going to be going over the charts, but it seems like nobody is responding in the chat box. So if you can hear me and see me, please type something in the chat box. I need to know that I'm talking to a human being. While I wait for that, I'm going to look at the charts and I'm going to see what's going on. Alright, are you guys maybe like watching on your phone or something? Is there like no chat box for you guys to like talk to me right now? Can you talk on your phone? Okay. Well, if anybody's looking at the charts, we are definitely seeing some movement right now. Euro and cable are falling. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna switch over to my screen now because no one is talking to me. So I guess you guys don't like me, but now we're gonna be looking at the charts. So I don't care if you like me or not, but I'm gonna tell you what's going on in the charts whether you like it or not. Yeah, I see it. I switched the screen over. Okay guys, so we're looking at dollar index right now, and as you can see, we are pushing up to that 95.20 level. Just as I suspected, we've been talking about that level, and I'm on an hourly chart. What the hell is going on? Alright, here we go. So daily time frame, you can see we've got equal highs here. The market is wasting no time at all to get up there. And where did we come off of, guys? Look at this. ICT bullish order block here. Didn't necessarily hit that level, but the whole thing that you're working within is this full down move. So you can see the market traded into that level and so far pushed up. We had a nice like 160 pip rally or something yesterday, so that was really nice price action. But again, we've been talking about this 95.20 level for a while now, so this is where we expect them to go, and the reason is because they got equal highs there. Now what happens once they get to that level? Well, if they break above it and hold above there, then we're just going to expect a retest and then a continuation higher. So, yeah. If that's going to go higher, then we're going to expect weaker foreign currency. For example, let's check Euro. As you can see, Euro significant sell-off after running these stops, sold off. And so far, during London session, we are getting a push down. Something I want you guys to think about, especially now that it's the end of the week, it's Friday, you know, you don't want to be going into the market trying to take another trade because it's Friday. You know, the majority of the weekly range is usually capped by Thursday. So you don't need to trade Friday, and I typically don't trade Fridays for that reason. You know, you have NFP on Friday. It's the start of the weekend. It's, in my opinion, not a good day to trade. You should be trading actively in the markets every session if you want to, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But you don't want to be trying to trade on Sundays, Mondays, and Fridays. You're just putting more money at risk, and you're wasting a lot of time. So stop fucking up. I can't.
Why?
It's on YouTube.
You play it out loud on your phone?
It's on YouTube.
Oh.
I mean, the stream looks super sick, though. So if you guys are watching me right now and like can see anything, could you please type something in the chat box? Or am I just talking to myself right now? I would say that's a fact. I am definitely talking to myself. So hello, camera.
Look what I did.
Oh, that's really cool. Damn, you're creative. I got a creative. Nice. Oh, it's tempting to trade on Fridays, that's for sure. Oh, my stream health is bad. Video output is low. Oh, no. Video output is low. Video output is low. My stream is lagging. Alright. Let's see if this helps. Oh, this will help. I'm putting my poor computer through a bunch of crazy stuff. Oh. Sweet. Thank you for responding in Telegram, Spetsy. I think that's how you say your name. But, yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate that. He said he couldn't find the chat box, but he can hear me. Sweet. Alright, cool. So, the purpose of this live stream was to, like, be interactive. I wasn't just gonna, like, you know, sit here and look at charts the whole time because that's, like, super boring and we're just gonna be looking at the same thing. So, I was hoping that you guys would talk to me, ask me questions, let me know what you're struggling with in your trading, and, you know, let's get a conversation started so we're not, like, you know, sitting here just, like, watching the charts because that's super boring. Yeah, so, you know, what are you struggling with? Where do you live? You know, tell me what's up. Who are you? I'm Jeffrey. I'm in California. I'm trading, and I'm looking at the charts. So, like, what's up? Who are you? And I will go ahead and show you guys that are on your phone how to actually find the chat box so you don't struggle with that. So if you, let me mute this. Alright guys, so if you're on your phone, let's switch. Alright, cool. So hopefully you guys can see this. Alright, you're on your phone. This is like super awkward. At the bottom, there's a top chat button. So you click the little top chat, and that was not it. Alright, so right here at the bottom of the screen, if I can like find the thing, there you go, top chat. So yeah, click that little button. Once you click top chat, you can see that yeah, there's no one talking to me. No one's talking. So that's how you find it, and that's how you can talk to me. And I realize for anyone that is watching this right now, if you're, you know, watching me look like an idiot on this live stream, I mean, we all have to start somewhere. So this is my start. This is the beginning, and welcome to my life. Hey, what's going on, Emmanuel? Are you looking at the charts right now, man? I should probably switch the charts back over. Cool. Yeah, I know. If you've been watching this whole time, I totally understand. I've been like, you know, ranting to myself and talking about nothing this whole time. But I guess that's kind of what happens when you're the only one in here. So let me, all right, cool. So I mean, let me know if you have any questions about anything like specific with trading, but right now I'm not really looking for anything as far as like taking any trades, primarily because it's Friday, and I don't know if you've been watching the whole time, but I don't mainly trade Fridays at all. I primarily trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you're in the private group, so I know that you know that. But it's still good to observe the market, and that's pretty much what I do on a daily basis, and that's also what I want to do for you guys, like on a regular basis, like go live like this and be able to just kind of analyze the charts. My goal is to like actually trade live with you guys, but I don't want to do that on a Friday. So we'll keep that to like Tuesdays or Wednesdays. But that's definitely the plan. I want to like show you guys, real time what I'm looking for in the charts. As far as today, I think Euro is definitely going below this low here at 1.15. So the reason behind that is, we had a significant sell-off. It is within this ICT bullish order block, but since I'm expecting that higher dollar index to push above those equal highs, I think Euro is going to have the momentum to get below here. So, in terms of a range, this is still a 53 pip trade, but it's not something that I want to take, mainly because it's Friday. Now, think about what the market could do. We could have a retracement all through London and New York session, and going into Monday, Tuesday, that could be the sell-off to get us underneath the 1.15 big figure level. Now, if that's the case, we would do a lot better waiting, than having to sit through this retracement or something like that. And that's mainly why I don't trade Fridays, because I don't like to sit and wait through any type of retracement. And we've already had a good week. There's no need to like go back in the market and try to just take a bunch of, in my opinion, risky trades. So just by it being Friday, I consider it a risky trade. Now, looking at cable, I think we're going below this low here. That's 1.32 big figure. And then if you look on a daily basis, we still got these lows here. So I tweeted out this to the premium group. I know, Emmanuel, that you're in there. So, you've probably seen this chart already. And all this is indicating is I'm looking for the market to break below this level and then retest. And then we can look for a potential selling opportunity here, which would be a swing trade to take out the low here at 1.30 big figure. So that in itself is already like a 200 to 300 pip move. So, that'd be pretty sweet. And the reason behind that is if you look at this, we have equal lows. So always look for your targets on a higher time frame like this. So I'm building a scenario for the trade idea, potentially for next week. I don't think the market's going to move 200, 300 pips tonight and take out that level. Now, if it does, that's totally fine. Going into next week, that means we'll have some pretty big ranges since the market is trending. So, that's not a bad thing. There's nobody should ever stress about missing a move because it doesn't matter. There's always plenty of moves, and you want to be in the market when the moves are the least amount of risk, right? You don't want to take on any more risk than you should. And by trading Fridays or FOMC events or NFPs, like stuff like that, you're just gambling. I'm not saying if you trade Fridays you're gambling, because you could definitely take a trade setup, but to me it's not worth it to go in here and try to take a scalp with the market being Friday. Now, for example, look at what we've had here. If you want to take a scalp, you definitely can. As the market trades into this level here, this is an ICT bearish order block on a 15-minute time frame. Now, if you look at it from a higher time frame basis, we're already expecting that bearish price action. So we still have this low down here that we're expecting it to break. So we still got a little bit of range on the downside to go, and the market is trading into a lower time frame resistance level after proving to us that the market is in a bearish condition. How do we know that it's bearish? Yes, of course we have all this move down here, but since the day has started, we've had a low form, a lower high, and then we've had a lower low, and now we are forming what should be a lower high and then continue selling off. So, I mean, again, that's something you guys can take if you're looking for a scalp, but I'm not encouraging you guys to try to trade on a Friday. That's not something I would suggest, and it's not something I personally do. So, why would I tell you to do it? But it's there if you want to. So, and some of the reasons behind me not wanting to take it would be, the market could simply just be forming a higher low right here. And by the market just forming that higher low, you could get a retracement. So you don't want to participate in that retracement that could be, 100 to 150 or so pips based off the movement that we got yesterday. So, that movement could definitely, we could have a retracement back within that movement. So, I accidentally switched, I switched the screen. So you should be able to see the charts again. But yeah, I'm not looking to actively trade on a Friday, but it's there if you guys want to take a quick little scalp. So you can enter around 32.25 to about 32.35. Place your stop loss. The stop loss, you would want to have it above this level here at 32.50, so about a 25 pip stop loss. And your target would be this low here, coming in at 132 big figure, so about a 25 pip reward. So again, guys, it's 25 pip risk, 25 pip reward. Is it worth it? After having such a significant drop off like this, in my opinion, it's just not worth it. I'd much rather just wait it out, wait for the market to give me a clear setup on a Tuesday when I know the market still has plenty of range to go for the week. Not when we're at a Friday like this. It's just not logical to be participating in the market whenever you're at a Friday. Now, if you had a bad week or something like that, you probably feel like you need to go back in the market and, trade. Yeah, no, Emmanuel. I said that for anybody that does want to take like a quick little scalp, they can take it. It is technically valid based off of the price action that we've seen so far, but I wouldn't take the trade. I'm not personally taking the trade. That's why I'm not calling it in the signal group or nothing like that. I'm not personally taking this trade. It's just something that you guys, like anyone in here, could take if there's someone who just needs to trade. Take it on a demo account if you want to practice, but no, I'm not suggesting take this on a live account. Not at all. Not at all. So, it's just you want to follow your rules, and that's what I'm trying to get across is make sure that you're consistently following your rules and your plan, whatever your plan or your rules are, and don't deviate from them. Make sure that you're constantly looking at them if you need to. So if one of your rules is to never trade Fridays, you should never trade Fridays. It sounds simple, but it's really it is that simple. So I'm not personally willing to risk 25 pips for a 25 pip reward on a Friday. You know, I'm looking for, 50, 75 pip moves, quick and easy, 20 pip risk. That's my cup of tea. But I'm not looking for anything like this. So this is not a trade that I would be taking, but it is valid for anyone that does want to take it. I'm just mainly trying to explain the reasoning behind it. So, we're already suggesting that GBP USD is going to run out this low. Okay? We are expecting this because we're expecting the market to overall come below these equal lows, taking out the 1.30 big figure level. So if we break below here, we're expecting a retest. So this may happen today. This may happen Monday. Tuesday we may trade up into here and we could sell it on Tuesday and then look for this target to be achieved by, say next week or the end of the month. So that's what I'm focusing on. Now, when you break down to a smaller time frame, like a 15-minute, and you're looking and you see lower lows and lower highs forming, this is a potential scalping setup because the market is trading into lower time frame resistance and we still haven't achieved the higher time frame target. Again, not something I would take, but that's how you would identify the trade. So anybody watching, do you guys have any questions? Anything you want me to look at specifically? There's only so much I can say about the charts. Yeah, euro dollar. So if we look here, start from a daily. On a daily time frame, again, massive sell-off yesterday. Next target for me is going to be below this low at 1.15. Okay, so we still have about another 70 pips or so to go. Now, will we get that 70 pips tonight and through New York session tomorrow? Potentially. So, yeah, we could get that potential 70 pip move, but I like low risk, high probability setups. The market here, with it being so low, it could very well just push below there. Now, knowing that, you have to also understand that the market could trade back up into here, which yesterday, this candle here became valid once yesterday's candle closed lower. This became valid as an ICT bearish order block. So I'm expecting the market to be a high probability sell if we trade up into this level. Okay, so that's between 1.1725 to 1.1745. If we trade into those levels sometime next week, early in the week, Monday, Tuesday, I'll look to sell euro dollar. And if we haven't taken out this low yet, this will be my target. But again, we could get that push below it tonight. You never know what the market is going to actually do, but that's why you have to have a set of rules and a plan that you follow, because that gives you an edge on the market. Okay, so for me, I don't trade Fridays, number one, so I don't care what this market does. It doesn't matter to me. Now, when Monday comes around, I'm looking at these charts and I'm trying to figure out what are they going to do throughout the week. The week's almost over, so they can either close the week within this area here, or they can blow out this low here, allowing next week to be a trending week where we're going to probably see big daily down candles because we would have made a new lower low. Okay, so at that point we would expect the market to run below each swing low to the left. Yeah, man, it definitely dropped like a bomb. And let's go ahead and talk about a few of the reasons that it did drop so hard yesterday. If we look at euro dollar on a weekly basis, nothing clear there. All right. Nothing clear there either. So definitely a daily. All right, looking at it on a daily, we've been had this ICT bearish order block marked out right here. So this is that red line that I have. Now, I can't honestly say that I predicted the market to come trade back up here, take out these stops, and then reject. But this is a level that I had on my charts. And that level indicates that this could be an area of resistance. So as the market is pushing up into those levels, this was all happening late London session last night, and this was after I closed out that 60 pip trade in GBP USD, so I didn't see any of this. But if we look at what happened, the market traded up. Okay, we had just a very slow movement up into that 1850 level, which is that ICT daily bearish order block, hit that level, and then we sold off hard. If you look at this on an hourly basis, there was no clear entry on an hourly basis. 15-minute basis, the only clear entry on a 15-minute basis, but you had to be in front of the charts in order to get this, was when the market traded below this low here. You could have entered on this candle as it traded up into the retest. Now you're probably wondering, how would I know that the market is going to find resistance at this level, and how is it going to sell off from this level? Well, you don't necessarily know, is it going to stop here and just automatically continue lower? It could trade up into these levels here and then sell off, or it could just find resistance here and then continue lower. So you obviously, looking at it in hindsight, we know what it did. So it traded up and then sold off. This is the benefit you get with back testing the charts. So you get that understanding of, oh, maybe Euro likes to break structure and then retest and then continue lower, rather than come back and trade up into the ICT bearish order block. So the key thing to understand here is the market broke structure here. This candle made a lower low that was lower than this candle. As the market retests that level, remember, old support becomes new resistance. This was support. The market traded up and pushed higher. Once that level was broken, any trade up into that should act as resistance. Where would your stop loss go? Below the previous swing high, right here. So for this example, you would have had a 90 pip stop loss. So if that's something you're comfortable with, you could have taken this trade. I wouldn't have taken this trade if I was up. Notice I took the trade yesterday in GBP USD. Let's go ahead and let's look at why we took that trade. So GBP USD had a massive sell-off yesterday. That didn't affect us at all because we took profit on our London position pretty much at the high of the day. It didn't matter whether the market traded lower or not, because when I went to sleep, I had already locked in profit. Here's what happened. This is when I called the signal. The market traded above right here and broke structure. Can you guys still hear me? Everyone still hear me, see me? Can you type something in the chat real quick just to make sure you can? You still there, Emmanuel? Alright, I am going to continue assuming that you guys are still there. So I called a signal in my premium signal group last night, and if you guys are watching this and you're wondering, what is your premium signal group? It's a private group of traders, and I help all of them on a daily basis just understand the markets. I call signals in there. We do live webinars, Q&As, all that stuff. So that's the premium signal group. If you're interested in that, the link's in the description. But this is an example of the trade we took last night. I'm going to go ahead and explain in detail why we took this trade and why I called it. Hey, cool. Thanks so much for responding, guys. Really appreciate that. Definitely want to use this chat box feature because, the whole purpose of me going live is to communicate with you guys, and I want to, answer any questions that you guys have. not just talk about the charts the whole time, but I do want to explain a few things. And this trade is one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and explain this trade real quick, and then I'll answer any questions in just a second. So if we look at GBP USD, I called this buy signal yesterday. The market broke structure right here, and I tweeted out, I always say tweeted. I posted in my Telegram group that this level is an ICT bullish order block on a 15-minute time frame. Okay, so this is a 5-minute that I'm looking at, but if we drop down to a 15-minute, you can see clearly what level I'm talking about. This candle here. This down candle, once the market traded above it, this became an ICT bullish order block. All right, so I'm going to go back down to a 5-minute so we can look at what the price action looked like as it was trading in that level. And I'm going to show you guys a little simple way that you can identify when you should enter the market. All right, the market broke structure right here on a lower time frame basis, okay? After the market was already indicating that it wanted to go higher. Why was the market indicating that it wanted to go higher? I keep switching time frames on you guys. I'm just trying to show you what we were outlining here. The market had liquidity that was resting above this level here. This was the level that I was aiming for, so I framed my trade on an hourly basis right here. This was my target, so I said if the market's going to trade up here, I just need to find an entry level that is below this level, and then I can set my take profit here. So what I did is I dropped down to a lower time frame, and I found out what is the market doing. Well, we made a low here, we traded up, and then we consolidated, then we pushed up higher. Once we made this high, it formed a higher high. The market formed an ICT bullish order block on the break of this candle, so any retracement into that should act as support. Your stop loss could have been below this low, so we're talking about a risk of 4.9 pips. So you're risking 5 pips for a potential reward of 45 pips. All right, that's literally 1 to 9. 1 to 9 risk to reward. So that's a huge R to R ratio. And, you know, this is the kind of setups that you guys can be outlining. Number one, if you're in my premium group, and number two, if you're actively looking in the charts. You have to spend time in the charts to actually, you know, see this stuff and, you know, watch it unfold real time. Otherwise, you're going to miss it. If you're not in front of the charts, you're going to miss it. You know, the only other way to actually trade it, if you're not in front of the charts, is get the signal. Luckily, I do both. So, yeah. Once the market broke structure here, you can see that it formed a higher low. Then it pushed back up, formed another higher low. Then we had that pop up. High a day was formed, and then we started traded lower. All we needed for profit was this one move right here. The market indicated to us here that it wanted to go higher. Our objective was this level. The market trades right up into that level, forms the high of the day, then it starts trading lower. I was asleep through all of this. It didn't matter. So no, I didn't wake up mad that I missed this whole move down. You know, it's with the market, you see it how you see it, and you have to take what you can get. So, you know, that was 50 pips last night. So I'm cool with that. You know, if you guys seen, you know, a better trade setup for the sell, then you could have took that. But, you know, at the time that we were looking at the charts during London last night, the buy entry was clear. I took it. I executed. I profited. I lost no money, and that's it. That's how you do it. So I am going to go ahead and switch back to this screen so I can see the chat box. And yeah, if you guys have any questions, send them over. What's going on bit by bit? And Emmanuel, I appreciate your support, brother. Really appreciate you keeping that chat box alive. So if you guys have any questions, go ahead and send them through. And I will hop off of here in a few minutes unless you guys have any questions. I don't know why I just did this like awkward thumbs up thing, but thumbs up. Way to go. Yeah, so Emmanuel, the recording of the webinar with Alexio, I'm assuming that's the one that you're talking about. That one will be up before Monday for sure. I should have it done over the weekend, so I'm going to try to finish it tomorrow or Saturday, and then I'll post a recording in the groups for you guys so you guys can listen to that. It's really insightful if you're a new trader, so it'll be a good one to listen to. Yeah, so the recording will be posted in the groups. Again, should be tomorrow. Well, I don't know if I'll finish it tomorrow, but probably sometime over the weekend for sure. Hey, how's it going, Wendell? Yeah, no problem. So just to let you know what we've been talking about this whole time, I just went over the trade signal that I called last night in the premium group. So I just went over, why we took the long on GBP USD. I also mentioned, if you're looking for any trades tonight, just be cautious. I mean, really don't take any trades, honestly. From a professional standpoint, it's not something you want to do. So, and if that's something you didn't know, make sure you always stay out of the market Sunday, Monday, and Friday. It's not a good time to trade at all. And that's because usually the liquidity is, very minimal. The market's not going to move that much. The weekly range is pretty much finished. So, it's best to trade, Monday through Thursday, ideally Tuesday through Thursday for me. So, in terms of what we've been talking about, we were just going over some charts. I'm answering any questions that you guys have. So if you're struggling with something specific in your trading, let me know. You need me to go over a chart, anything like that. I'm more than happy to help. So just let me know what's going on. Cool. So yeah, you already know not to trade during Fridays or Mondays or Sundays. Keep in mind, Mondays are sometimes good days to trade. It just depends on if the setup's there or not. But you can't overtrade, and a lot of new traders will actually, try to trade every single day, every single session, trying to catch 100 pips a session, and it just doesn't work like that. So if you guys don't have any more questions, I'm going to go ahead and hop off of here. I will be doing these live streams pretty much once a week. So I'm going to hang out with you guys for like 1 to 2 hours. And we're just going to really talk about anything in the charts. And if you guys are struggling with anything specific in your trading. So that is going to be that. And I will check the chat box one last time to see if anything else has come through. And this will be uploaded to my YouTube channel pretty much immediately after I get off this live stream. Alright, so I don't see any other questions that came through, guys. So again, with that being said, thank you all so much for coming and hang out. These live sessions will be once a week. So, yeah, so if you guys aren't subscribed to my channel, so make sure you do this so you're notified when the live sessions come on. Hit the subscribe button, right? Like if you're looking on the video, there's a little red box. So, you can actually, oh, no, you can't. Okay, so hit the little subscribe button and there's a little notification icon next to it. If you click that, every time I go live, it'll send you a notification so you don't miss anything. Yeah, Emmanuel, any questions you have, man, you're in the premium group. You have access to me whenever. So hit me up. I'll help you. If we need to hop on a call or something, we could do that. All right, cool. So again, guys, thanks again so much for coming hang out. That's going to be it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Again, make sure to hit that subscribe button and that little notification icon so you can be notified every time I go live. And if you're in the premium group, I will see you Sunday for the live session. All right, guys. Have a good one. I just want to point out one time real quick before I go. This was like probably the most awkward live stream you've ever been on, but the next one will be better because this was the first one. So thanks again for coming hang out and also dealing with the horrible beginner live streaming thing that's going on here. So yeah, have a good one.